Hello Pokemon trainers, this is GatorEXP, and today I'll be talking about spin-off games. Pokemon spin-off games are surprisingly a very important and beloved part of the Pokemon franchise. However, in recent years it seems as if spin-off games aren't being focused on as much as they used to, either becoming free-to-play eShop titles or mobile games. With a Switch on the rise as Nintendo's best new console, perhaps we could begin seeing even more Pokemon spin-off games developed. So today, I'll be counting down the top 5 Pokemon spin-off games we need for the Nintendo Switch. Keep in mind this is all my opinion, but let me know what you think with a comment after you watch the video. With that said, let's go ahead and begin. Number 5. In 2016, we were introduced to one of the strangest concepts for a Pokemon spin-off game, Pokemon Tournament. Not only was this a Pokemon fighting game, which is something we'd been wanting for years, but it was also originally an arcade game that received a port for the Wii U. This was a really fun game, and I still play it more than a year later. But the arcade version has continued to receive support with additional characters. The Wii U has seen no such additions. A popular theory going around is that Pokemon will get a version on the Switch with the added characters, similar to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This would be a great way to help in the transition from the Wii U to the Switch. The only thing is that in order to have Pokemon on the Switch, it would have to incorporate split-screen play. This is just the way that Pokemon works. It's a fighting game that requires 2 screens. This might work fine on a television, but not so much when the Switch is in portable mode. Maybe for this, it could just have the multiplayer between 2 Switch consoles separately. Either way, there are definitely ways to hopefully make it work. I just think if anything, Pokemon Tournament Deluxe would be an easy pick. Number 4. Pokemon Pinball is a favorite of mine, and while it's not exactly the best of the spin-off games, it's one that I can always come back to, as well as several of the other smaller Pokemon spin-off titles. Why not compile them all together into one game? Now these all could just get individual re-releases on the Nintendo Switch eShop, but wouldn't it be better to have all Pokemon arcade and puzzle games in one convenient collection? It's a small idea really, but one that I think would work out really well. Number 3. Sometimes simplicity can be beautiful. That's exactly why Pokemon Snap has become one of the most beloved Pokemon spin-off games. This game really isn't all that much. There are Pokemon. You take pictures of them. There aren't even really that many Pokemon. There's just something about seeing Pokemon in their natural habitats that makes it as relaxing as an actual nature safari. So if people love this game so much, the obvious choice would be to make a sequel, right? Well, Nintendo has yet to make one, and waiting so long to the point where we now have over 800 Pokemon might not have been the best choice. On the other hand, that does mean that should we get another Pokemon Snap game, it would be able to include a lot more as far as Pokemon and environments go, in order to make it a more fleshed out game while keeping its simple premise. Number 2. Even though the main series Pokemon games are role-playing games, the spin-off are where they can really experiment in various other genres. More recently, it seems, other Nintendo game franchises have been trying out different genres. Most noticeably was Hyrule Warriors, where Link took a break from his usual adventuring to just fight a whole lot of baddies. I would personally love to see a Pokemon version of this game, where different Pokemon based off of various historical warriors just battle it out against giant hordes and bosses. It could even have Pokemon like Decidueye, Greninja, Gallade, Hariyama. It doesn't even specifically have to be a Warriors game, it's just that ever since Pokemon Tournament, I've been wanting even more Pokemon games that break the mold with action. Number 1. If there's one thing I'm sure most of us remember, it's playing Pokemon Stadium with our friends. The battles were cool and all, but the minigames were the real entertainment. People have been saying we need another Pokemon Stadium game, but I say we just cut out the middleman entirely and get a Pokemon Party game. This would focus even more so on the minigames, and could even have a Mario Party structure with a board. We have gotten some party games outside of just the Mario franchise, so why not Pokemon? This could even bring back and refine some of the old minigames while introducing new ones. Obviously, this is the farthest stretch for a potential Pokemon game, but we would definitely be clamoring to get it upon release. Anyway, that's all I've got for this list, but let me know what you think. Do any of these game ideas sound cool, or do you have something better in mind? Leave a comment down below and we'll continue the discussion. Also remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. You can enable notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out and will make you a member of the Chingling Squad. Anyway, this has been GatorEXP. Have a nice day.